really don't give a fuck. When it comes to that bread, I can't get enough. When I see the law, I put both middle fingers up. I'm gon' always be good, cause in God I trust. When it starts, she can't stop the rain. I get high just to take away the pain. I switch it up cause I can't do the same. If you on that fuck shit, we are not the same.
If you on that fuck shit, we are not the same. I be on that real shit and I ain't bout to change. I am from a corner where I rock the thing. This is not a pistol, this shit here can stop a train. Fucking right that hoe so large, ain't even got a aim. The slightest disrespect, I'ma slap the shit out your man. I don't go for that sucker shit, cause I am not a lame. Use your bottom row of teeth, fucking with me, it's not a game. Look, all I need is 10 pounds to leave me the fuck alone. I be so high sometime I forget what the fuck I'm on. Bitches blow my high sometime, I wish I could fuck alone. That was with me when I was down, that's why I'm up alone. I don't really care if you hate or love my fucking song. And I'ma be an asshole till I'm fucking gone. Tired as hell just from walking around my fucking home, cause the shit's so big.
Bitch, you know that I really don't give a fuck. When it comes to that bread, I can't get enough. When I see the law, I put both middle fingers up. I'm gon' always be good, cause in God I trust. When it starts, she can't stop the rain. I get high just to take away the pain. I switch it up cause I can't do the same. If you on that fuck shit, we are not the same, man. Miss me with that hoe shit, bitch, I love the toe shit. One whole clip, a lift a nigga soul like a forklift. Gotta get it by any means. Where I'm from, I'm a king. No love for my enemies. Cross me, pay the penalty. Solid nigga, if you got love for me, then I'm riding with you. Fly like in a Continental. Lord forgive me, I'm a sinner, no pretender. If the laws pull me over, I won't surrender. Couldn't let them catch me cause I had something stuffed in the fender. Niggas be switching up, most people ain't who you thought they was. Niggas running off on them when they supposed to protect the plug. Try to put your hands on my cash and drop back a nub. Haters keep my name in their mouth, but I don't give a fuck. Bitch, you know that I really don't give a fuck. When it comes to that bread, I can't get enough. When I see the law, I put both middle fingers up. I'm gon' always be good, cause in God I trust. When it starts, she can't stop the rain. I get high just to take away the pain. I switch it up cause I can't do the same. If you on that fuck shit, we are not the same, man. At the tilly blowing marijuana. Man, I stay away from the drama. With this chick that's a freak like Madonna. And we going in until the sun come up. Let's exchange fuck faces. We gon' fuck like we in love, baby. In love, baby. My sex game'll make you go crazy. Go crazy, you gon' feel it in your soul, baby. Your soul, baby. I just wanna be inside you. Nobody gon' fuck you like I do. It's going down once I slide my pride through. Yeah. Girl, you know that you my motherfucking baby. Kept it 100, girl, you never acting shady. That's why I love her, cause she never tried to play me. She kept it real with me, so I spoil her daily. All them hoes in VS, we got that good love. At Manhattan in New York, getting fucked up. At the mall with them bands, we gon' run it up. I love fucking with you, girl, cause you know what's up. That mine, I'ma gon' claim that now. I'ma gon' hold that down. Yeah, she worth my time. I'm in love with your daughter. She treat me good, I'm a spoiler. I'ma love her like a father. Taking trips across the water. First class, we do it right. Flying like Vince Carter. After hours, room service. Yeah, that's how we are. Don't leave that room. We been fucking up that bed. She says she can't feel her legs. Then we sleep like we dead. At the tilly blowing marijuana. Man, I
What's going down, baby? It's your boy Clifton Simmons. Tune in every Monday night with Late Nights with All Access, baby.
It's your boy AJ Rivas. Tune in every Monday night.
Tune in every Monday night.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday for
Late Nights with All Access.
Miss King Tiz in the building. Tune in every Monday
Night to Late Night with All Access. Let's get it.
You already know.
Every Monday night.
Hey guys, it's Natasha. It's your girl, Nat Boogie. Make sure that you tune in every Monday night, every single Monday night to Late Nights with All Access.
Hold up, big baby.
We are back, episode 258, inside of River North Icehouse, aka Rhino. Right next to me, I have Miss Dr. Natasha.
Hi.
I know it's getting used to this, y'all. For those, for everyone that follows and watches us, getting used to not saying Miss Nat Boogie.
I know.
So I said the Miss, and I'm like, wait, no Miss. Dr. Natasha, of course, right next to me. And then our guest, one of the partners over here at Rhino, Seth. So thank you for coming on to our podcast tonight. And welcome us back on Facebook. So if you're watching on Facebook, we're back. We're actually back, and we're excited about this move. And, of course, everyone that watches us on YouTube, we're streaming on both platforms. But, Seth, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come on set with us.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for coming out to check out the space. We really appreciate it.
You know what? So far, this is my first time in here, and I love it. I actually love this concept of what y'all are doing, from the entrance to the stage, which we're on a beautiful stage right here, and then from the outside. So, and then quick shout out to DJ New York. He has it out there. So, and they actually whipped up some. It looks really good. Some delicious chicken for us to try. So I actually took one bite. Liked it already, but I'm starving right now. So
I'll dig in. The food's awesome here. We're super happy to partner with Chicken Buzz. We feel very blessed and lucky to have Zay and his team. Everything's fresh, cleanest food truck I've ever seen. That was one of the things we really liked when we first met with him. He gave us a tour of the truck, and it was just so clean. And you've probably been around a lot of food trucks and bars and all that stuff, and usually it's not the cleanest thing. Cleanliness has become something I pride myself on, and same with my two business partners. And when we saw how clean the truck was and then tried the food and how fresh the ingredients were, we knew it was going to be an instant fit. So
instant fit right there.
Yeah. This is not my first time, and
okay,
I loved it the first time, and I love it again.
Cheers to that, right?
Cheers. I came for like a media night. It was like a soft opening, I guess.
Yep.
So it was a lot of fun. A ton of people. It was like a whole vibe. The drinks were great. Food was great. So yeah, if you guys haven't come, definitely come on any day. Actually, what are your hours? I know this is like early.
Hours Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. Friday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. And then Saturday, Sunday, we open early, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. We'll open a little bit earlier when the games start for football season. So for college football, we'll open at 10:30 instead of 11. Because those early games start early, and then obviously NFL Sundays. So we're open every night till 2 a.m.
7 days a week.
I've seen some of my friends check in here. So, and I have a shout out to Kyle. He had a birthday party over here too as well.
Oh, nice.
So I saw that. It's amazing to see you getting instant love from the community.
It's been really cool. Also, shout out to Kyle. He brought the heat.
Oh yeah,
that guy knows everybody.
Yeah.
What a great night. Yeah, it was so much fun. Saturday was an awesome time. We had Brian Scartocci playing live. Kyle's group really set the tone.
What night was that?
That was Saturday night.
He
probably had 100 people come through for him.
And I was trying so hard to come out here, Kyle. So again, I texted him, said happy birthday. So lunch on me. Here.
It was a lot of fun. And we've had a lot of really great feedback, which is cool for us, not being local San Antonians. The three of us got our start together at Ole Miss, University of Mississippi. That's where myself, Eric, and Trip all met. Yeah, Mississippi. We all found ourselves from different places. Trip's from South Carolina, Eric from Virginia, myself, I'm from Austin, and we all met at Ole Miss, started bartending together. Eric and I ran 2 bars together with 52 employees combined. Trip ran our sister bar, the Round Table. He ran the Round Table, I ran the Levy in the Cellar with Eric, and it was awesome.
Is the Round Table like the Round Table here pizza?
No.
Okay.
This is just your typical college bar,
or like a poker.
Not like that. No, there was a big round table in there when it first opened, and that's how it got its name. And then the table disappeared, and they just kept the name up. But it was funny. It's kind of a transition. The bar that Eric and I ran was 18 and up bar, and then kind of you phase yourself out into the round table. That was like your next step. So we kind of all ran in the same crowds. We all had a lot of the same friends, and then our groups brought different friends together. And now we can pretty much go to any city in the country, and we'll know at least one person, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
We all went to Austin. The goal was to open a bar in Austin first, and we moved down there with those hopes and intentions, and it ended up falling through last minute, and we spent the last 6 years all just grinding it out, working for other people. None of us really like that. We all like being our own boss and doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
And this opportunity in San Antonio happened, and we couldn't be more grateful for it. The area real estate team, you're probably really familiar with them through the River North District in the area, and they just had been so generous and grateful with us, and we couldn't be more happy to be working with them on this project.
So you had talked about people kind of getting to know the River North District, right? So talk a little bit more about that, because not a lot of people in San Antonio are familiar with that.
That is true.
Yeah,
it's my first time hearing about it earlier when we were talking.
It's interesting. We first heard it was called the Museum Reach District.
Okay.
And we're like, this is fucking lame. It's just lame. It's not cool, right? It's like the museum is great, obviously, but like Museum Reach, what does that mean? Where does that go? All that stuff.
Absolutely.
And we just kind of got lucky that area was kind of doing a rebrand of the district itself and calling it the River North District. And we kind of got in at the right time. We were able to use the name River North Icehouse, which was Tripp's idea. We sat around. Everyone thinks opening a bar is fun, but there was just hours and hours of us going back and forth over text messages like, what are we going to name this place? And in Austin, people name bars funny things and all that stuff. We were trying to go that route and be too creative, overly creative. And Tripp one night was like, River North Icehouse. Let's keep it simple. And with that, the R and the I of River, the N and the O of North turned into our mascot, a rhino. And it just instant clicked, and we were like, that's it right there.
It's a genius move, Rhino. You know, I liked it. Because I think maybe you and I had the conversation, because I think I mentioned it. I said, hey, who's going to Rhino Icehouse? And I think you corrected and said River North.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's
River North. And I was like, well, but I see Rhino. So
yeah, we're happy to call it River North, Rhino Icehouse, River North Icehouse, whatever you want. We just want people to come have a good time. We're here to promote not just our bar, but the whole district. That's something that we saw a lot of bars in Austin were very successful with. Everyone is like in the service industry is friends. They all go to each other's bars. They all it's people like to bar hop. They like to move around. I myself, I can't stay in one spot too long. I got to move around. So I'm always trying to go to the next bar down the street and show love in that way. And we see this area going all the way to the Grayson Street bars and Pearl, all the way down to Lucky Duck and Bentley's, and we want to just create this big family atmosphere of a district. I think. Did
you guys add yourself, or I don't know how that works, but I know they have little shuttles that go from like Bentley's to Lucky Duck to the other ones.
We're still working on getting on the shuttle route. We've talked to a couple of people about it. Yeah, it'd be awesome because parking has been a little tough here, but we got the whole street now, and then we're working on the parking lot across the street. So
what are those little things called? The little shuttle things?
I'm not sure what they're called. No? I know that I've been riding around those Vios, those little motorized scooters. Tripp, Eric, and I have been.
I'm trying to think what they're called too. Shuttles things.
They're super cute.
They're great.
Yeah,
they're great. But I don't know.
If y'all know what we're talking about, please comment below.
Yeah, so there's like lights, there's like loud music.
Yeah, they're bumping.
Like yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the one that you
No.
you puddle?
No, it's like a little tiny shuttle. Maybe fits like 6 people, and they're meant to go from bar to bar.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to say SA something does that. I think what you're the mini ones. Yeah. I think,
Anyways, if you know it, comment.
I know, right? It's a good way not to drink and then, be responsible.
Well, that's the one thing we've been realizing about San Antonio is people like to drive and park, and they want parking, and that's kind of foreign to us because in Austin everyone walks everywhere, and to us that makes the most sense. We want everyone to walk. We want everyone to be safe. If you're drinking, we definitely don't want you to drink and drive. So
for sure.
But you have a plug now to party buses too. So if you ever want the party buses to come out here,
we love that.
We take care of all your customers and all that.
We love that.
But you know what? Before we get more into your journey, I know you had an incredible weekend. So
something like that.
Do you want to share that and tell people what did you do in Miami? That's one place I haven't been.
That was my 4th time.
4th time.
Yeah. It was my best friend's 40th birthday. And
Happy 40th birthday, best friend.
Yeah, Fernando. And so he was like, fuck it, I'm going to Miami. Whoever wants to come. And I thought there was going to be like a few of us. No, I think there was like 16 or 18 of us.
Shit.
So yeah, I was like, you are loved, sir. Like, it was people from Texas, like St. Louis, like you name it, people from everywhere. So it was a fun time. I don't know.
Miami rules. I love Miami.
Yeah,
Have you been to Miami?
I've been to Miami.
Yeah.
I got a good Miami story, but
Say it.
Share it. You can't just say I got a good story and not share it.
Back when I went to Miami, Club Live was the big spot. And
There
I
you
think
go.
now it's 11, right?
No, it's still Live.
Is it still Live?
Yeah.
Sinning on a church day is what they said. And I was actually working a corporate job at the time. I was still managing a bar, but at Ole Miss at the time, the bars closed at midnight or 1 a.m. So I still got a good night's sleep, would get to my day job. So I go to Miami for a conference, and I had the Sunday night off. I'm like, oh, I'm going to Club Live. This is going to be great. Walk in and don't notice it. We're having drinks, and I kept hearing R. Kelly songs over and over and over again. I'm like, why are they playing only R. Kelly tonight? And we walk down a little bit farther. Somehow we get into the VIP, and I look up, and R. Kelly's performing live. And that's why they were playing R. Kelly songs all night, which obviously doesn't age well now since he's in jail. But
hey, he's still the king of R&B.
It's a fun time. So
so we stayed at that resort.
Okay, the Fontaine Blue. Yeah, great spot.
I've heard great things about that. I heard it's expensive too over there.
A little bit.
Miami's not cheap. Miami's not cheap.
Yeah, I got the bill yesterday when we checked out, and I was like, fuck. So I'm gonna start a feet finder.
Do that.
OnlyFans, but for feet, gotta do something, because no, but it was a good time. Every night I was like Natasha won, Miami 0, like let's go. So
sounds about right.
Yeah, we woke up and did it all again. So it was fun. It was a fun time.
That's good. So do you feel like you needed that, break too as well, getting out?
No, it's like I feel like I need a vacation from my vacation.
That's what they say. That is true.
Straight here to work, right?
Straight here to work.
It's fine. This is great.
Monday night over here at Rhino. Okay, so, my weekend was very, very, very nothing exciting. So just worked and like on my party buses and limos, and then also with the festivals that we have coming up, but it was nothing really that exciting. So, but I do know that there was the Big 3 here in San Antonio. I know Ice Cube was here in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
There was another artist that was here, I think Junior something, that went to 1902. Shout out to the guys over there. And I think AJ, who was in the picture with the Smoke? What was that artist or person's name? So
it was Ice Cube, and who else? So was here?
Ice Cube, Bone Thugs,
E40. Yeah, it looked fun. Then Joe Rogan had the show here.
Joe Rogan,
so San Antonio was popping off on Saturday night.
So there's a lot of things happening over the weekend. So I wish I would have been able to attend one of those things, but didn't. It was pretty cool to see social media showing a lot of love to Ice Cube, because from what I saw, they gave him like an official date.
Oh, that's cool.
Like so what's today, the 5th, right?
Yeah.
So yesterday is now proclaimed as the Big 3 for Ice Cube.
What the
or
hell?
something like that. So it was pretty cool. The commissioner was out there, Tommy was out there, and then someone else was out there. They're all like giving him all these awards, and I was just like, wow, they showed him so much love. But on his part, I think that was pretty cool. He did his concert, and then he was back to back.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
that is. And I'm a big fan of old school hip hop and R&B and rap music. So I wish I would have gone. Now
we had some friends that were there actually. Clint, the owner of Mave, was there.
Shout out to Clint.
Shout out to Clint. You brought up 1902. We got to give a shout out and love to Cowboy Pete over there, man.
Cowboy
That's our guy.
Pete, let's go, baby.
That's one thing we're big on, is supporting the industry in San Antonio, and we saw those guys having a good time this weekend too. So
nice.
We were having a good time here. They were all having a good time. It looks like San Antonio is really like in this cool phase where it's just like really about to pop off for the social and the nightlife aspect. I'm sure you guys are seeing that too. Coming from Austin, it seems like Austin had its day already, and it's coming down, and it seems like San Antonio is on the way up.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
I think the variety of and I think this is a huge topic, is that you have people that travel to Austin obviously to go party, but there's a lot of new places that are opening up here in town or there's a lot of places that some people just don't know about because they don't, look for it, or they don't educate themselves like, oh wow, this lounge, this bar, this restaurant, because they keep to the norm. But I want to say that there has been a few, or more than a few actually, bars that have been closing down. So it's been tough, and I've seen it left and right now. And I'm first to say that congratulations on the bar, and you guys got to show love because you have a concept here, but it takes the people to make that concept still stay alive. So you got to support local. And it's just sad to see these bars and restaurants close.
It's really sad. We've seen a lot of it, and that's why we've been so blessed to have like the support from the people like Luis, the Modernist owner, who's been like super supportive and given us a lot of advice. And that's the thing about the bar industry and the restaurant industry, and that's why I think it's so hard and why banks won't give you a loan for it. And you got to find your own investors and your own help. Is that some people open bars and they just don't realize all the back of the house stuff that goes into it, and they think, oh, this is just going to be a party, we're going to throw a party every night, and that's just not the case. Yes, we are throwing a party. At the end of the day, the goal is to get the liquor into the cup and make sure everyone has a really great night and drinks responsibly at the same time. But a lot of people do this and they think, oh, I'm going to get laid, or I'm going to make a tons of money. I can assure you the money will come if you do it the right way, obviously, but the back of house stuff is just as important as the front of house and throwing that party. And I truly believe, and I know that Eric and Tripp are with me on this, that we're very staff first, we're very staff forward, so we take care of our staff. That's something that's always made us very successful in the bars we've consulted for or run in the past, and we wanted to bring that here. And even before I did this, one of our door guys came up to me and just was like very appreciative of the way he's been treated, and that like goes a long way when they say, oh, I've never been told I was doing a good job. That's foreign to me, because I'll tell you I love you, I'll give you a hug. Like, if you're doing a good job, you're doing a good job, and I think it needs to be said and shown. So
it does.
I think that's why maybe some of these places are failing. Obviously, I don't know exactly why. And look, it could just be the side of the street they opened on versus the other side, right? It's just
the location is very.
The location is so important.
Location, but it's also social media.
Social media promotion. If your staff is happy to be at work, they're gonna promote their shifts. They're gonna want to come, even if they're not making. Like right now, it's the hardest time of the year to make money, other than the winter. It's the dead heat of the summer. People are on vacation. School's about to start. People have families. They got to get their kids ready for school. All that stuff. And so you're not always making the most money. So what's going to make you want to show up to work and do the job? Right. And that's, to me, is being appreciated at your job, but having fun at your job and all those things. So I can't speak to why some of these places are failing, but if I had to pinpoint it, it might be that maybe their staff wasn't happy, or maybe they opened the bar for the wrong reasons.
It could be. And to piggyback off of what you're saying about having a happy staff, I think that's the most important part. One of the key elements of having a bar is making sure that your staff is appreciative. It's simple, hey, you're doing a good job and all that. Even with our team, John Martinez and AJ, shout out to the guys that make sure that we sound and look good. I texted them the other day, just saying thank you for everything they do with the podcast, because, they do a lot for behind the scenes, and they don't get, a lot of people don't know who they are because they're not in front, like me and Natasha. And so it's one of those things that it goes a long ways.
A thank you goes a long way.
Yeah, it
in
does.
Life. Like,
it does.
Please, and thank you. That stuff works.
It really does.
So getting back into Rhino, what was the process for y'all? How did y'all know that this was the location and this used to be another bar?
No, this was an old upholstery shop. So it was basically an empty warehouse, which ended up being just like the most beautiful thing for us, because we got to build it from the ground up with the help of area real estate. Luis, Phillip, Tyler, David Edelman, all those guys were just so helpful in the process, but they allowed us to create and give them our vision, and then they made it come to life. But the fact that it wasn't a bar before, that's what we've always thought we were going to take over, was an old bar that had the soda guns already in and the bar was already in place. And with this space, it was just a complete 360 from what we're used to doing. But it ended up being just awesome, because if you see where our bar back room and our ice room is, like, the bar backs don't even have to go more than 20 feet to get ice to the wells. And it's just set up for success. It's like a drink making factory, which I can say from a lot of the bars that I've worked at where they were converted from another bar, it's just how it was set up. And a lot of time you're just like, oh, this can go here, and it might not be the best place for it. In this particular situation, we got to put things exactly where they needed to be, and it has really been a cool thing to do. And we got to build it from the ground up, which is something I wasn't expecting for our very first bar.
Yeah.
It was really cool to do. So, but this process was a little bit different than any of our other processes, just because a friend of a friend connected the two groups, and we came down to San Antonio just a little over a year ago with no intention of opening a bar here. To be completely honest with you, we were like,
Wow.
oh, maybe they're blowing smoke. Let's see what happens. And we did a tour with them. We walked the space. Immediately, we all saw the vision. Big live music venue, big sporting venue. Like, let's not be one thing. Let's be multiple things.
Yeah.
Let's not handcuff ourselves to one particular demographic. Let's bring everyone in, and that's like we have the game section, we have the 2 LED walls, one in, one out, 22 TVs. So sports, this place is gonna rip for sure.
Yeah.
But we're also on this huge live stage, and we've been able to have these 10-piece bands or 3-piece bands, and we can be very different in what we bring to the table with music. We never want to be just one genre of music. We want to be all things, and so this was very different in that way. But the process remains the same. It's come up with a concept, come up with a name, and then get to work, right? It's just put your head down and get to work.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it took just a little under a year to get it going. We met, I think, like June 12th or 13th to tour the space, and our very first day was June 27th.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
The area works fast. Those guys are
Dang.
killers. They're assassins.
Wow.
How would you describe the aesthetic? Because I mean, I think it's beautiful, but it's like girly, but not too girly. Like it's still kind of manly, but like you have the disco balls and like, but it's industrial. Like
That's kind of what we were like.
Yeah.
Everything you said. We don't want to alienate any groups or anything like that. So there's something for women. There's something for men. Whatever it is, we've got it. The disco balls was just something we thought would be cool. We're a music venue, and we want to throw a party. And when you think party, I always think back to Studio 54.
Yeah,
Disco
Studio 54.
party, right? Like that to me, I wish I could have just like, if I could go back in time to one moment, like that might be it. Like the parties they were throwing, and it was an all-inclusive, like anyone could come.
Yep.
Right? They didn't alienate any customers. Anyone was there. Anyone and everyone that was somebody was there. But then your random people on the street were there too, and everyone was together, and that's what we like to do. We want to bring everyone together, throw a party, and have a good time. So if we can do that, and we kind of brought cool stuff from every bar we've worked at, and that's the cool thing about doing this for so long, is that we've all been in different places. We've worked together, we've worked apart, so we were able to bring different aspects of different places into
The experience speaks on its own, you know?
how big is that disco ball?
I don't know how big that thing is, to be honest with you,
Thing's
but you
huge.
could fit inside it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Pretty sure.
I think we
huge,
both could fit inside it. It's really big.
It's huge.
It's huge.
Might be
yeah.
the newest ride, you know?
Yeah, we
Ooh.
started putting. We're not a bottle service venue by any means, but like we'll sell a bottle. Obviously, we're not going to do the whole thing, but
Yeah.
we started putting our bottles of champagne in disco balls too. So it comes
Oh,
out in a
nice.
disco ball. It's pretty cool. So
Well, and you guys have the ices.
we have the icy cups. I wish I'd brought one up here, but
Dang it.
yeah,
It's not too late.
our Frozen's going old school icy cups.
I love it.
They're branded with Rhino instead of icy. Hopefully, we don't
Yeah.
get sued. Yeah, whatever. If that happens, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out,
But
right?
it's so creative.
No, it is creative.
Yeah. So
You
the
know?
whole, just trying to be outside the box, think outside the box. We always tell our staff, no idea is a bad idea. It might not work right off the bat, but they might say something like, man, it's not going to work, but what if we do this with that, and then we create like an idea baby, and then we have like a
you
new
never
thing,
know,
and you
trying
just
it,
never know.
And you know, being consistent with it. A lot of the times people have these ideas, and then they ask people, and then they get a reaction of saying no. This is my personal opinion. When I tell someone about something and they tell me no, I do it.
Yeah.
That's just my reaction. When I'll give you an example. I put together festivals, right? So when we did the brunch festival, everyone said yes, so that was the no-brainer. When I said pizza festival, I had so many people say no, and I was like, I'm gonna do it, and I did it, and it popped off to be a little bit over 3,000 people attending it.
I love that.
So, and then I go based on what I like. So then I just create it into something for me to do because I like it. So I think when you have different ideas and they're all coming together, and it doesn't work out right away, but the consistency, you'll see it, and I think it'll grow into it, you know?
100%.
So I like the venue so much inside, and I would like to see the walls like with some murals, maybe.
So that's
So I'm like looking in here. I'm like, man, it'd be cool to see the murals in here and stuff like that. Just an idea.
We've got some cool ideas
10%.
coming with that, with some like different imagery and like rhinos doing different things and stuff.
That would.
Yeah, we've got some cool stuff in the works. Hopefully that'll be coming soon. We've got some people we've talked to about murals. We're thinking about maybe on that wall doing something.
I have a friend. His name's Nick Monroe. Shout out to Nick. He actually did the where is it? 37 underneath 37. The big crayon.
I just saw that the other day for the first time.
So that was him.
Super cool.
So he raised money from friends like me and a large group of friends. All donated because he was like, hey, this is what I want to do. So we donated to him. He collected it, got a team, and beautiful.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a genius idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
It looks really good.
It is.
looks
So if you need someone, I'll give you his
Absolutely.
info.
Let's definitely set that up.
I can give you Colton too.
Okay.
He does an incredible job too. Colton.
So he's the one that does like all the pop culture stuff.
Okay.
So he just did, what's his name? Oh my God, I should know this.
I
The new
don't
Spurs player we just got.
Victor.
Not Victor. Not Victor.
You're talking about an artist?
No. He's a new, he's an OG player.
Oh, Chris Paul.
Yeah. So he does that. Like he's done like Cardi B, Offset, like all of them. So
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, we definitely want to
You got some good
liven it up a
connections.
little
yeah.
bit. So, yeah, I love
or
that.
do both,
Appreciate
fuck
that.
it.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that. So-
support local. Yeah.
Support local. There
Yeah.
you go.
So what are your hopes with this entire venue? Like where do you guys want it to go? How far do you want it to go?
I mean, the goal for us is to open as many bars as possible, but with this venue in particular, we just want to turn it into like the premier place for people to come see a free live show. We're never doing a cover unless randomly we get a big name act, and that would like warrant it, obviously. But we've been bringing in really talented music, and the cool thing is we've already met so many talented people in San Antonio, because at first we were just having to bring Austin bands, and we have a lot of great connections there. One of our best friends, Keith Sanders, and his band Brother Thunder, I mean, they're so good live. They came and played. Our friends with Nether Hour came and played. But since then, we've just met amazing people in San Antonio, and that's our goal, is to really promote the San Antonio music scene. So we really want this place to just be the #1 spot that people come to when they want to go out and hear live music. And then second to that is where they come to watch sports. I think this can be that kind of venue. I think we can be packed out every day, Saturday and Sunday, college football, NFL, basketball season, baseball.
We all have brunch.
We will do brunch. Right now it's just Sundays, and today in the Chicken Buzz food truck, they're doing chicken and waffles. Yes. Hopefully we can convert that into Saturdays as well, but for now it's Sunday. His chicken and waffles are so bomb. Everything he does in that food truck is really great. Like I said earlier, we're just really blessed to have him. But
yeah, like, is this like a Sunday fun day spot?
We'd like to turn it into the Sunday fun day spot. We've been more of a Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
But I really think this place, once football rolls around and more people start to see it and come to it and like see how we work and see how good our staff is, I feel so like grateful and blessed. Usually you don't get a staff like this when you start. You get a lot of like different, and everyone has been so great, and they've really bought into our process. So I think when people see how good they are, they're just going to want to be here.
Yeah.
Want to kind of feel like they're part of the family. And that's really what we're going for. We just want people to feel comfortable here. We want people to know, like, if we're going out, we can start our night at River North, we can end our night there, or we can stay there all night. But no matter what, whenever we go, it's going to be the spot to go.
Now, do y'all have different nights? Like, I know some places have like a Latin night, a country night, a hip hop night.
So we're working through that right now. I think Mondays are going after Monday Night Football. We're going to start doing an emo night.
Ooh.
Tuesdays, Vicky, she's over there drinking right now, but her night is Tuesdays, and she and Kayla, they want to do like a ladies' night trivia thing. So our first one is next Tuesday. It's actually going to be Disney trivia. It's going to be really fun. I think I'm going to MC that for them.
Okay.
So that'll be a really fun thing to do. Wednesdays are Wayne runs the show, so we're calling it Wednesdays. And that's going to be a wing night. So Zay's going to do wings for us on Wednesdays, which is going to be kick-ass. I think it starts next week, 99-cent wings.
Ooh.
And then in 2 weeks, we're starting our open jam. So we really want this to be a place that like musicians feel comfortable hanging out at. To me, if musicians like a bar and service industry likes a bar, that's the cool spot to be.
Yeah.
So open jam, you can come, you can play guitar. If you sing, you can come sing. And And from our experience at some of the bars in Austin, Trip ran one of the coolest open jams at a bar in Austin, and it actually a lot of bands like created from that open
That's
jam.
all. Thank you.
Nice.
So
So Justice, shout out to Justice, Melinda's son, as my bonus kid, and he plays like he loves all this kind of music that we're listening to right now. He has an old soul, and it's hard to find any places that have open jam or open, band night or whatever. So that'd be very cool for people that want to get into live music and performing.
it's really
I
a
think
great
it's
idea.
a smart concept, because if we go back to Clint, shout out to Clint, he has open deck.
I love that.
And I've never ever, out of 15 plus years of promoting, and I told him this when he was on our podcast, 'cause I've known him for a long time. So when he told me that, I was like, that is so smart. Never would have thought open deck night for DJs to experience that, but to bands, open jam, dude.
And we've got this killer sound system that I don't know much about AV and that's Trip's world, and I'm learning more about it as we go, but every night we have a band come through, and the first thing they tell us is, this is the best sound system we've played in years.
Ooh.
And that just means like, okay, we're doing something right.
Yeah.
We're doing these are bands that are playing everywhere, and they're coming here and they love the sound system. They know they're going to get good quality. Our sound engineer, our main guy, Alexander, he's an assassin, and just everything has gone great from the music aspect of this place, and I hope we can continue getting more awesome local talent through the open jam.
I love that. And then what about the weekend? Like, what's the vibe?
Yeah, the weekends are pretty much Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're always going to do live music. Right now it's 7:30 to 10:30 or 8 to 11, and then after that we do DJs.
Okay.
We've been lucky enough to have DJ Curfew on Saturdays.
Nice.
Probably heard of him. He's
Yeah.
really,
DJ
really
Curfew!
great. Curfew kills it.
Let's go!
He's been helping us get DJs. We just attempted for the first time yesterday to have a Sunday DJ, and so we're rotating some of those. But the vibe is always going to be live music first and foremost. I mean, obviously, towards the end of the night, people like a DJ, and we like that too. So we're not going to ever alienate people in that way. But live music is the
But you know what? I like the fact that from earlier, from what you're saying, you're networking with other people in the same industry. So when you give Pete a shout out, Clint a shout out, you have Curfew. These are people that have been in the industry for a while, and you're showing them love, and they're going to show you love, and that's the key thing to having a bar, is getting outside your shell and not look at other people as competition, but as like, hey, if you help me, people are going to see your bar, they're going to be like, oh shoot, let's go check them out. And that's just love.
Yeah, it's the bar industry is just so different from any other industry that I've ever been a part of, and it's one of the reasons I love it, is because it is one big giant just melting pot of different cultures and individuals, and then you just all become friends. So, and like I said earlier, I can go to any city in the country and I'll know somebody. But one thing that I really got frustrated by when we were doing our research on San Antonio, and we were meeting with bartenders, and a couple of them told us like, hey, please don't let our boss know that we talked to you, because they'll fire us. And that frustrated me, and it made it kind of like my mission, like, let's bring everyone together, because we're competition. Competition's good for the market. It is a good thing. It keeps you on your toes. It makes you want to be better, because if you see the bar down the street is doing something and they're getting a crowd, how do I get that crowd too? And now we're all working. But at the end of the day, we're all sharing the same customers.
You know what? I'm glad that you brought that point, because I really want to know everyone's opinion on that. Should bar owners allow their bartenders to have different opening nights at different bars? Because from my perspective, I think it's a smart move if you allow your bartender to have different shifts at different bars, because you get a variety of different new people. And if you have a really good, badass bartender that actually knows what they're doing, like making good drinks, having conversation, promoting, then you're going to have that bartender be able to bring a certain crowd, because it's a numbers game. Mm-hmm. Like when I would look at bars, I'd be like, if you have 2 bartenders, they should at least bring 5 people each. If you have a DJ, they should bring at least 10 people, Like, and then you think about it. If they bring 5 people, they don't all come by themselves. They all at least bring 1.
Yeah.
So it's a numbers game. So why not have a bartender and let them but I will say this. There are places that won't allow it.
Yeah, and that's one thing when we did all the hiring for this place. We told every person we hired, if you want to work somewhere else, that's cool. We have no problem with that. Because I'm pretty confident in the way we run a shop, and that eventually you're just going to want to work for us full time because you're going to have more fun here, but you're going to get taken care of more.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think half of our staff has other jobs.
Yeah.
And for me personally, there was a point in Austin where I was working at 4 different bars at the same time. And it was good for every bar I worked at, because if I was at one, I was like, hey, tomorrow I'm here, come see me there. And people just bar hop. And I mean, we were talking about it the other night, Trip and I, we wish Maeve was right next door.
Oh, yeah.
Right, that would
We wish they were right next door.
Man, that would be so awesome.
I wish 3-Star Bar was right next door. We're so blessed that
What was
we
the
have
last bar you said?
3-Star Bar.
3-Star
Have you
bar.
been?
No.
Oh man, it's my favorite. It's my.
I haven't even heard of it.
Probably my favorite bar in town.
3-Star bar.
3-Star Bar and Modernist are on Grayson.
I love
Two of
Modernist.
my favorite spots in town.
Okay.
3-Star Bar, and they're just great industry bars as well, but like they do different things. Modernist doesn't have a cocktail menu, but you go in there and Ashanti's behind the bar, and that dude legitimately asks you what flavors you like and base liquor you want, and then 10 minutes later you have a drink in front of you.
Wow.
It's insane. And then 3-Star Bar is the complete opposite, but it's a service industry bar, but they make cocktails, and you go in there and you just get treated like family. Alyssa over there treats us like family, and we just, that's what I want everyone.
I love this
like,
love
I
that you're
think
giving them.
it's my big thing right now, is just spreading love and like showing love to the industry, because this industry has given me so much.
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't be where I was today if it wasn't for my friends in the industry, everyone that I've made drinks with in the past, all that stuff. But these places are like genuinely cool places that I think people should go to.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're going to come here at some point. You're going to listen to music. You're not going to stay here all night. Love for you to stay here all night, but I know that's not possible. So go to these other spots. Let's all do it together. We're all sharing customers. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Now,
I think what we're missing here, at least downtown, is like a bougie ratchet Sunday brunch.
a what?
I'm just
What'd you
putting
say?
it out there.
Say it again.
Yeah, you just came back from Miami.
I'm just saying.
A what?
A bougie ratchet like brunch. No, because there's one on the north side, but there isn't one here.
A bougie
Bougie
Ranch?
ratchet.
Bougie ratchet.
bougie ratchet. Who does that in the north?
Well, unless they close. Culture does it.
Oh, culture.
Yeah, but like,
I mean, it's not bougie. It's more
no, it's
on
a
the
bougie ratchet. That's what I'm saying. Like, because you don't want ratchet. That brings in like a
Ratchet
different kind of-
ratchet's different.
Right.
Yeah. Bougie
Culture.
ratchet,
I like
bougie ratchet's different.
Yeah.
Because then you got girls in cute outfits and heels, but like they're trying to turn up. They just want like 90s hip hop, 2000s hip hop, have a good time, popping bottles. You know what I mean? Like,
I will say this
Not opposed to
because
that.
you brought them up. I was talking to one of the owners. He was in Costa Rica, and I called him and told him, I said, hey, because every bar goes through their transition, right? And we did some promotions and some marketing for them in the very, very, very beginning. And they are right now, in my opinion, I told them this, doing so well on Facebook and Instagram with their marketing. And whoever they have as their new GM, it just does an incredible job. And like you were saying, when you bring up Facebook and Instagram, like those are key elements of your bar.
100%.
And coming up with content or branding yourself a certain way that fits your look of what you're trying to do. And I'm glad that you brought them up, because I do want to give them a shout out, because they've done a great job on their social media.
I'm just saying, like, there's nothing like that downtown. There's drag brunches on every corner,
Right.
which I fuck with drag brunches
Yeah.
hard. But there's nothing that's like,
Bougie ratchet.
yeah.
Bougie
You know
ratchet.
what I mean?
Yeah.
You could do that here. It
It's
depends on how ratchet you want to
Amazing.
get.
No. I mean,
You can toe the line of ratchet. We can do that.
Yeah.
We can definitely do
yeah, like still like stylish, cute outfits.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but
Right.
just having
Make it a
great
theme,
time.
make it a fun time,
Yeah.
and promote it the right way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're big on events too here,
Yeah.
and doing all sorts of different stuff. As like Kyle's birthday, and at the same time there was another happy hour going on, and we want to do wedding parties, and Sam is doing weddings. Like, let's work with them.
There you
Let's
go.
do
Yeah.
weddings and
If
stuff.
you want me
and-
to host it, that's
Yeah.
fine. I can do that.
Come
too.
host.
Yeah.
We'd love to. We'd do it. And you brought up marketing, and we think that's very important too. We harp on the staff on that. You said something so interesting and funny, because we just had our manager meeting today, and we legitimately told them, if everyone brings 5 people, and you just said that exact same thing, you're just hammering home my point. So I hope my staff listens to this. Just bring 5 people,
I hope they
bring
listen
5
to it,
people.
because shout out to Chicken Buzz again with DJ New York, because I told the girl that opened the food truck or food trailer, and I was telling her, I was like, promote this as much as possible. Like I haven't checked out their page, but I've seen him. I've been friends with him for a long time, and I've seen what he's done. But the thing is that when it comes to food and drinks, there's no limitation of it. You know, it could be very simple stuff, and these bartenders and because I know there's a few bartenders out there that say, well, I do it the day of. Why are you doing it the day of? If you come in, if your shift's on Thursday, you should be working on it on Tuesday.
100%.
Trying to say, hey guys, I'm gonna be there on Thursday between noon and 4. Come on out. But there's a stigma out there that you could post only a certain time, or oh my gosh, I only can post once a day. Like, no, post as many times as you want. If your true followers
Take the
follow
words right
you,
out of my mouth.
they will continue to follow you. If they don't follow you, who cares?
Yeah, they're not your friends.
You're not your
Your friends are going to support you no matter what. And we've been blessed also with marketing to work with Noisy Trumpet, local marketing agency here. Oh, they've been so great.
That's who invited me to the event.
Yes, they invited you to the event.
Yeah,
They've been really
and they're
great.
awesome.
Here's Vicky. She's awesome. She's one of our managers here.
There we go.
Bring in the
Shout
Rhino
out to
Cups. I
Vicky.
appreciate that. Look at her go. See? This girl's an absolute stud.
And a good boy.
What's in a good boy?
The good boys are non-alcoholic.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Thank you.
I got you, man.
He got me.
But yeah, these are the cups you were talking about. Rhino branded, but
They're so
old
cute.
icy logo.
These are cute.
Right?
And there's nothing wrong with it.
No, like the child, like the inner child. I'm
Yeah.
like,
The inner child, yes.
Exactly.
But you know what? I really believe that this would be okay because of the fact that if you look at the Spurs, there's a company here that makes shirts, and they use the colors of the Spurs, but they don't say Spurs, they don't say nothing, but you can tell it's a Spurs shirt.
I've made those shirts too.
So
for my
like,
business.
so yeah, this is
we thought this would be a cool way to set
this is
ourselves
a genius.
apart.
So there's absolutely no alcohol in this one, right?
If that's a good boy, there's no alcohol in it.
No alcohol.
Yeah.
What does a good boy taste like?
Yeah, what
It's
does it taste
watermelon
like?
flavored. So we have the
cute.
Good Boys, our watermelon flavor one. People have been adding shots to it as well. Strawberry margarita obviously speaks for itself. This is our pina colada, and then
AJ,
we also have a peach punch.
Can you make sure there's no alcohol? Just double check for me.
You want me to taste it or what?
You
I can
taste it
taste
too.
alcohol.
Use your straw.
That's definitely the no alcohol. I can tell.
He can tell me.
But yeah.
Oh, actually, no. You have alcohol in that
Yeah.
one. Shit. Never mind.
Oh yeah,
Never mind. It's okay.
All right. Well, anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you guys.
No alcohol. I'm gonna trust them.
This is cute.
What do you think? Not bad.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, especially with this summer heat.
Hey,
you know?
I tell you, there's no alcohol in this one, so I'm so happy.
There's no alcohol again for the
For those
10th
that
time.
don't know, I've been sober for over 8 years, y'all. So that's the reason why.
And that was something. That's a new trend in the industry that we kind of wanted to keep up with. And the
I appreciate you looking out for me.
yeah, but you know, people are coming out and they're not drinking as much, and that's a new trend. And so we did the non-alcoholic frozen. We also have 2 non-alcoholic beers. We have a non-alcoholic IPA, and then we're big supporters of Busch Light. So we have 2 Busch Light taps with regular Busch Light, and then we have the Busch non-alcoholic.
Nice.
Nice. You know, that's
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
So how do y'all come up with the drinks and all that?
So
Who's the mastermind behind it?
Eric's the mastermind behind
Okay.
the cocktails.
Shout out to his 2 partners that weren't able to make it tonight. So
obviously, Trip, we all are like the best team. It's been surreal opening a bar with 2 of your best friends, right? We've all been doing this for so long, and I don't even think I've really stopped to like really think about the moment that we had, but like it's been really surreal. But we all, as a whole, are like this awesome team that I feel is unbeatable, and you can't stop us. But we all do different things very well, differently. And Trip is more the AV and the music guy. He books all our music, all our acts. Eric's the cocktail guy. Me and Eric threw a party for a lot of years together, and then when we got to Austin, we kind of split off, and I kept throwing a party, but he did more of a cocktail bar side. He's also the sports guy. And then we just we all bring a lot to the table individually, but then together, when you have that, I feel like we're like the Avengers
You're
when
like
it
the
comes
dream
to
team.
like a dream team, or like the
yeah.
Avengers when it comes to like the bar business. So it's been really cool. But Eric came up with the cocktails. We aren't trying to reinvent the wheel with the cocktails. We aren't a craft cocktail bar. We're a volume bar. But our cocktails are super simple, but they are elevated at the same time. So
I love that. See, and that's like, man, that's amazing because of the fact that you know what all of y'all bring to the table, and you know what you're good at. So that right there says a lot, because most people, when you have partners, sometimes they don't want to give someone else the responsibility. They're like, if someone knows AV and sound and lights, I wouldn't want to learn how anything like that. I'd be like, that's your department, you do it. Like, and I'll trust you on it.
Right.
You know, but
we
like
trust. We
that,
trust.
That it's amazing because I've seen some partnerships in the bar industry fall apart because they don't have that connection. They don't have, you know, that bond to where, hey, I'm good at this, you're good at this, you're good at this. There's always that one person that thinks they're good at everything, and you got to be like, no, man, just you're good at this.
I learn from both of them something new every day, and it's
that's
cool,
amazing too, as well.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful.
It's really cool. So,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
It is though. Like normally guys aren't as, you know, loving and like don't show like, you know.
Dude, I love everyone. I want to give everyone a hug.
Yeah.
We're all the same way. So we just, I think we're just really grateful that we had this opportunity in the first place. And we've all worked so hard and so long to get here that, like I said, it's very surreal. But at the same time, just got to be grateful for how you got here.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, every step of the way, every owner we had, we're grateful for. We may have fought and battled tooth and nail with them on certain things, and we're still grateful for them because we wouldn't be the three guys that we are today and the team that we are today without them. So.
Yeah.
What would be one piece of advice to someone that wants to open a bar? You know, what would you give them? What would the advice be?
A couple things. You're not going to sleep. You're not going to have a social life. And it's going to be really, really hard to have a relationship. But if you believe in it and you work really hard, and I mean, I get up every day and I eat, breathe bar. And I love it. And I found it almost 17 years ago. And to me, it was like this little cheat code in life because I'm in a college town and everyone's going out every night. And I found a way to go out every night and party at the same time. Mm-hmm. So I hacked the system.
Yeah.
And I never looked back. And it has given me everything, and it's taken a lot from me at the same time. But at the end of the day, I guess my advice would be if you want to open a bar, it's going to be a grind. It's going to suck. Blood, sweat, and tears is a real thing. And if you just keep your head down and you really believe in the concept or believe that you can do it, you will do it. It took us a long time to get here, but we got here. So now the possibilities are endless, right?
Oh yeah.
Now we have one.
Yep.
That's all it takes.
Yep. So you want to open more? You said, do you want to do it here or anywhere, everywhere?
Everywhere. We love San Antonio. So
what made y'all love San Antonio?
Man, a lot of different things.
Let us know.
San Antonio has culture.
There you go.
Not that Austin doesn't, but Austin is saturated. Austin, there's a lot more bars. San Antonio to us is like, we got in on the ground floor, we feel like. But we just love the culture. It's cleaner here than Austin. There's the homeless crisis isn't as bad here as it is in Austin.
They're trying to bring them over here, though.
Yeah, you get bombarded, and it's great. And there's pockets of Austin that I love, and I'm from there originally. So don't get me wrong, I've seen it change, and the change is good. I love seeing it change. I love seeing it grow. It's good for me as someone that wants to own bars, like seeing it grow in that way. But so Austin's on the list. Nashville's on our list. We're Ole Miss guys. To open a bar at Ole Miss would be like the coolest thing. It would also give us like a reason to go back for every football game and own real estate there, which that's where the real money is at the end of the day there. But we would love to own a bar there. Personally, I like Charleston, South Carolina. I don't know if we'd ever open a bar there, but I just think it's a cool city. So really anywhere that will give us an opportunity or we can find, we'll do it. So
that's amazing, you know, and congratulations on your first one right here. So for the viewers to you know, book maybe a party or a DJ or an artist, how can they find you guys on social media? Where do they go like and follow? Who do they contact for information?
Yeah. So to book any event, to find us on social media, it's going to be at River North Icehouse on Instagram. That's the big one. We do have a TikTok. Noisy Trumpet runs that for us because I don't ever want to download that app on my phone.
Don't do it.
Time suck. I already don't have enough time. But yeah, at River North Icehouse, you can find us. River North Icehouse on Facebook. To book an event, info@rivernorthicehouse.com is the email. Any musicians looking to do an event, bands to do an event, Trip would be point of contact, and you can just reach out to him through those channels.
Yes.
But all three of us are always checking it. I actually didn't realize how much time it would take to just respond to messages daily, booking events and parties. But reach out to us, DM us, tell us what you like, what you don't like. We're open to criticism. I legitimately walked around the other night and just asked people, what do you think? And we take all those criticisms to heart, and if we can change something, we will. So
I love that. Gotta listen to your customers.
Yeah. So what do you have coming up this weekend for this month? Any exciting events that you want to share?
Yeah, so this week we got live music. I believe. Let me pull the calendar up.
Yeah, go ahead. While you pull that up.
Swim. Friday, Midnight Snack. I'm sorry. And then DJ Nessio afterwards. Saturday.
DJ Nessio.
Nessio. Landfill is playing, and then Curfew on Saturday night. And then, like I said, next Tuesday we start our trivia.
There you
It'll
go.
be a different thing every week. The girl, Vicky, who brought up the drinks to us, she's kind of in charge of that. But the first one will be Disney. We're looking to start an emo night, Wing Wednesday. But we're open to all events and all things. Really no.
Y'all gotta come out, show some love. A quick shout out again to Chicken Buzz. This was their, and I have the notes right here. So the first dish is their Nashville chicken loaded fries, and their second dish is their buzzing nuggets with their in-house made smoked ranch and in-house buzzing sauce.
Better than Chick-fil-A.
So it is absolutely delicious. Come show some love to DJ New York. I know him as New York, so
yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that, so now I get to call him DJ New York.
Yeah,
so.
be like DJ New York, let's go, baby. But no, we appreciate you, coming on with us here and allowing us to be here. And if for me, I like supporting a lot of the newer bars and clubs, and I'm gonna tear a lot of my friends to come out here. But you've already done a great job because I've seen people just come in here. So, and it's a great thing what you're doing with actually going out to different bars too and showing them love. Like that's gonna come full circle.
Richie wants to know your top 5 DJs in San Antonio.
Your top 5 DJs.
Top 5 DJs in San Antonio. Obviously, Curfew, Nessio, Paul V. And I need 2 more. Like those have been the top 3 for me. I don't have a top 5 yet. So
not top 5 yet.
I need to get out and get some more.
So once
DJs.
you start going
We've
out
been
there,
going out and listening to live music more than getting DJs. Curfew has been great and booking those for us.
Yeah.
So
Richie Rich is arguably the best Latin DJ in San Antonio.
Yes.
You ask anybody and everybody that listens to Spanish and Latin music, and they go out and you say, hey, who would you recommend me to book for Spanish DJ or Latin DJ? They will say DJ Richie Rich.
I love that.
Yep.
So he is absolutely one of the best, or the best.
And he watches
DJ
every
Latin.
episode.
Oh,
So,
perfect.
yeah.
Well, let's hook that up.
Yeah.
I got to shout out DJ Douglas Ray, too. He came down from Austin and did our very first night for us. And
Nice.
And that was cool. So got to give some love
Nice.
where it's due. So
Nice. And then what do you have coming up this week or weekend?
What do I have? I'm like, hold on. What do you have?
While she's checking that, quick shout out to our sponsors, Alamo Biscuit Company, Mack Injury Attorneys, as well as Archie's Coffee Lounge. And if you need any help when it comes to the live productions, you have 417 Solutions and DMT that will be able to help you out. My weekend, I'm trying to think, what are we doing? I have nothing planned, or maybe I do have something planned. No, that's next weekend, so I'll say that next Monday.
you're coming to see
Yeah.
Landfill on Saturday night.
Come over here. Saturday night.
Yeah.
Let's go. Make it a date night or something.
Thursday's my son's birthday. And then
Happy birthday to your son. Early
Thank you,
birthday.
thank you. Yeah, and then Saturday I have one of my really good friends' birthday parties. It's like a murder mystery 1920s vibe. I don't know, but fuck it. We're doing it. It'll be great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now I look at the calendar. One of my best friends' birthday, Zeke. So that's what's happening over the weekend. And then my younger brother on Sunday. And then my brother's coming in town. My older brother's coming in town.
Oh, nice.
So we'll be with family this weekend and everything like that. And of course, the party buses, I have those booked as well.
I totally forgot. I'm going to be one of the judges for the Wednesday bikini contest at Ojos Locos. So
I went there for the first time the other day.
come find me there. I've
Richie
never
Rich.
been, so this will be my first time going.
It was a good time.
Yes.
I think it's funny because I think they were
People
trying
don't go for the food.
They
I'll
were
tell you
trying.
that.
They were trying to get us to Richie Rich. Actually, I think it was Richie Rich that asked me, or Zeke asked me. Zeke was there earlier, my best friend, and he calls me, and I was in a meeting, and when it's certain people, I'll answer, but I forget not to keep you on speaker. So when I answered it, he's like, "Hey, sponsor $2,000 for the bikini contest." I'm like, "I'll call you back." He's like, "But I need to know 2,000, yes or no." I'm like, "Let's do it."
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's funny.
So,
Which location?
Which location?
Richie Rich. So the one on 410.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
assuming,
So
right?
yes.
Not the one
410.
on the south side.
You can follow us, Official All Access Podcast. And again, thank you so much. We appreciate the love. And then for you?
Yeah, it is Noteño210 on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Don't slide in my DMs unless you are a business and you want to collab. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. And now that we're back on Facebook, I don't know. Thanks.
I know. We usually have Nat Boogie closing out, so.
I know. I know, yeah. That's why I'm like, just don't slide in my DMs and support local always. Yeah.
But that is it for tonight.
Yeah.
So thank you again.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Make
I
sure to
really
tune in
appreciate
next Monday night. We have Francia, and we actually have MB Writers as our special guest too as well. So we're excited about that. Again, continue to show love and support over here at River North Icehouse, and always support local.
Yeah. See you guys. Bye.
Thank you.